What's up, guys? Before I start the video, I just want to say real quick, today is the 5-year anniversary of Ultimate being released. 5 whole years of this game. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite or least favorite part of Ultimate? Tournaments, character reveals, maybe just doing things with your friends. What stands out to you as the most yeah moment of Ultimate history? Now, that said, let's get into the video. So, we have Watch the Throne coming up this weekend. It is the second to last big event in America before the end of the year and end of the ranking system. The last one being IRL Coinbox next week. So, this is a stacked event. If you didn't know, it's a summit-style invitational. There's qualifiers, invites, vote-ins, etc. And we have the pools right here. Round-robin pools, so everyone plays each other. Winner makes it into final bracket. Second place in the pool has to win one match in Gauntlet, and third and fourth place are the bottom seeds of the Gauntlet phase and have to win 2 matches to make it the winner's side of the double elim top 16 bracket. So pools matter, but they also don't matter a lot. Like, you can flop in pools and still make it into winner's side, or you can do amazing in pools, still have to go through Gauntlet and again lose this on the final bracket. So with that said, let's go through the pools and who I think is gonna win these pools. So Group A of A, B, 3, 4, I don't get it. Aquila, Tweak, Kurama, Bloom Forever. I think Aquila really just handily beats Tweak, Kurama, Bloom. I think Tweak could do it if his Sephiroth was really practiced, but Sephiroth is kind of like my Min, where it's you can tell they play it, but you can tell it's not super clean. There's just something about it that doesn't feel like it pushes the character. So I don't think any of these characters, except maybe Bayonetta, can stand up to see. That's a big maybe. Tweak, Kurama, I feel like normally Mario should do well versus Diddy Kong, but Tweak tends to beat Kurama, and Kurama's been a bit of a downswing, but Tweak's been doing fine, not amazingly, but his fine is top 5 in the world, top 10 in the world. So yeah, and then Bloom Forever, I think Bloom beats Kurama. I don't know the matchup plays, but I feel like if Bayo wants to, she can just be really hard for Mario to hit. And then I feel like Bloom Tweak is an interesting one, where Tweak should win, but Tweak's lost to Lima, and Bloom's style is also very different from Lima. So Tweak might struggle with Bayo and not brave for Bloom's different playstyle. Bloom could just pull out a random character, who knows. With this said, Bloom hasn't been playing particularly well lately, I think. So I don't think it's out of the ordinary in this pool, but watch out for Bloom maybe sneaking in a second place in the pool. Alright, next up we got Sonic's Ken, Leo, Louis Money. This is, no offense to the Sonic players, all cool people. This is the nap time pool. This is the go get some lunch pool. This is the, it's supposed to end in an hour and a half, I'll check back in 2 hours pool. So, we got, I feel like Sonic's is gonna farm this pool. He's just gonna outplayer Ken. Leo's characters, I feel like Leo can maybe do it if his Aegis is more practiced. But Sonic's has played the matchup a lot, so Leo's Aegis needs to be on point. And then, same with the Corrin, and I don't think his Corrin's gonna be on point enough to fight Sonic, especially because Leo's been struggling lately. Then get Louis Money. And I think Palutena gets destroyed by Sonic. And then of course, player skill difference as well, and it's just, yeah, Sonic's is gonna, Sonic's is one of my picks for winning the tournament. So, then we got Ken. I feel like Leo could beat Ken. I don't know. Ken's been on fire lately, and Leo's been once again, not doing great. Yeah, I feel like we'll just have the Sonics making top 2 there. And then, of course, Ken, Louis Money. I don't even know how much experience Louis Money has in the matchup. I don't know how much experience Ken has in the matchup, but I feel like in Japan, you learn every matchup at some point if you're playing actively, and Ken definitely is. So, I feel like the real question is, Leo, Louis Money, is there a chance Louis Money beats Leo? And Leo did lose to Rafflo, a really good European Palutena, just last week or so, 2 weeks ago. So, I think if Louis Money studies the VODs from Rafflo, and Leo doesn't have the adaptations made from Rafflo style, Louis Money can do it. And Louis Money, I don't know exactly if he's a grinder, but I think he keeps up. I think he's generally trying to learn and improve, so I could see this Louis Money Leo set being an interesting one. But yeah. Alright. My pool. Mia, Gluto, me, and WebJP. Now, I got a pretty well, I'm just gonna talk about myself for a moment. It's my YouTube. I'm gonna change the order. I got a decently lucky pool. I feel like all of these, I don't know. I wouldn't have minded Group B, actually. I actually wouldn't have minded Group A. I think the only group I would not want is Group 4 with like Spargo Light. That's just like, like assuming I replace the third seed in each pool, it's like, yeah, I'm good in that one. So with that said, me versus Mia, I am 2-0 on him in ranked practice. With this said, our last 2 sets of Smash Con were both Game 5 sets and very close. So I'm not going and thinking, I won 2-0, it's easy. I'm going and thinking, alright, I gotta make my adaptations, do my homework. I was playing with Meister Online recently just to get practice in the matchup, and like, yeah, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable in the matchup. However, Mia might go Steve, and I am very much prepping for the Steve, because I'm like, yeah, I can see him just pulling out and trying to cheese me with it. This meta, man. But yeah, so that's gonna be an annoying set. I could definitely lose that one, but I could just win as well. It's hard to say sometimes. Gluto's had my number recently. He has. With that said, he also had my number, especially during the period where I was being very bad at the video game. Every time I play friendlies with, well, not every time. Last time I was playing friendlies with him at like Rise and Grind, we were going dead even in Rosa Wario, and I think I made the adjustments needed for this kind of matchup. I will say this is one of those matchups like I can be winning and then I'll lose because it's Wario, but if he gets the lead, it's basically over. So I have to be playing Grand Point, but I think I'm playing Grand Point without making too many flubs. I should win. With that said, also forces me a little bit to play a bit more aggressive than I normally would, because the longer match goes on, the more likely I am to make flubs, just because there's more flub moments. But yeah, so I'm feeling okay in the Gluto. Probably the hardest person is pool for me, funny enough. That's not Mia. And then Web JP. Web's my boy. He's a homie. But he plays Sheik. I play Rosa and Olimar. Those matchups are notoriously bad for Sheik. I did lose to that one Japanese Sheik. It is doable to beat me with Sheik. But I think I learned from that set heavily, and unless Web has some crazy way to find Rosa experience and is super ready for the matchup, I'm big chillin', luckily. Then you have Mia Glutony. I'm sorry, Glutony. I think he's got far by Mia every time they play, and that matchup is just not. Yeah, Game & Watch Wario, to everyone's surprise, is probably a bad Game & Watch matchup. Like, and then Steve Wario. Alright, so we got Mia versus Web Chip. Wait, Game & Watch or Steve versus Sheik? Yeah, it's gonna be rough. And then finally, you have Gluto, Web. I actually can see Web beating Gluto. Do I think it's likely? No. I feel like Gluto's one of those players where he plays a character where he's supposed to win neutral over and over to beat him, but Gluto's so good at neutral that he can't just exploit Wario's weaknesses in neutral to beat him. So I don't think like Sheik's like, hey, neutral's super easy for me is gonna be enough for Gluto. Amazing neutral, and of course like combo game, damage output, yada yada. Unless the Web is like hitting his like down tilt up air drag down up smash confirms at like 100. Web got a really bad pool for him. Like a really bad pool for him. So yeah, I think my group could be interesting. It really depends how all of us are playing. I could sweep it. I could just get like fourth in the pool. It really depends. And then finally, dude, group 4 is crazy. Sparkle Light. I think they always play Light 1, but I know it's always really close with them. So like, who knows? That's gonna be a great set, by the way. That's always a fun set to watch. So that's gonna be a good one. Apollo Kage Spargo. I feel like Apollo Kage plays a character that does fine as Spargo's characters. Spargo's a bad player, but Apollo Kage did pop up for Watch the Throne. I mean, Genesis Black. Apollo Kage does look like he's him right now. So I don't know. And Spargo's been on a little bit of a downswing. So that could be an interesting set. Spargo's Herrick. I don't think Greninja is bad. I think Greninja is actually great versus Cloud and Aegis. So Spargo might have his work cut out for him in his pool, to be honest. I can see every player beating him. And I think this would be the most interesting pool to watch of them all. And then, but even with like the other players, like Light Apollo Kage, I think Light should win, but I can see Apollo Kage taking it. There's a lot of points in the matchup where it's like, yeah, Fox kills Snake by just pressing buttons. And then a lot of times like, hey, Fox presses a button for Snake. Snake grenade trades. Snake hits Fox at 80 and he dies up tilt. So that's one of those matchups where I think if Light's playing super on point, he's got this, but if he's not playing a point, Apollo wins. And then Light Tarek, I think Light should just win that one. better player. Kind of like similar hit and run characters, but Fox is obviously better. Maybe Tarek pulls it out, but I'm going to just say Light wins that one. And then Palkage Tarek. I feel like a Apollo show. I feel like Tarek has a chance versus everyone, but I don't give him odds versus anyone. Like, Tarek could be playing very well. Sync probably can't do much by Greninja just running around. But at the same time, Apollo's gotten so good with his grenade traps. He's so good at controlling space and covering the space people try to move into to avoid the grenades. So yeah, that can go anyway. So, with that said, now, total bracket. I don't have the full, like, bracket list of how Pool's going to play out. But I'm going to just say, I think for the entire event, I actually think Mia's going to win the tournament. I think Mia is a huge grinder. I think he's got the downs in Aquila. I think Sonics plays a hard character for Mia, but I feel like Mia is going to have the adjustments ready because he's such a hard grinder for Sonics and be able to beat Sonics. So, yeah, I think Mia's going to win this. If not Mia, then Sonics. I think Spargo could win this with the right bracket, but I feel like that's not going to happen for some reason. And I don't think any of the other players are like really contenders to win based on the top seeds, especially because Steve, Sonic, Game Watch are like such polarizing matchups. And I feel like pretty much no one like left besides, honestly, even with like Aquila, like Steve Sonic stinks. But yeah, I feel like everyone gets countered hard by like one or two players too much to have a chance to really win the bracket. But yeah, Watch Thrones this weekend. Wish me luck, everyone. Let me know any thoughts in the comments below. You think I'm crazy that get some information, you know, is like just gonna figure out how to beat Steve, Sonic, and Game Watch and just far away to beat Sonic. But as you can figure out how to beat Game Watch and Steve and just destroy everyone, this tweet gonna pull out the pocket DK and go crazy. Who knows? Find out this weekend. In fact, tomorrow on this episode of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Also, let me know if you like this kind of videos, guys. I don't really do this kind of stuff often, but I figured it might be interesting. Oh, I wanted to say one last thing. I have a class coming up next week about how to play Neutral and Ultimate. I should have advertised this at the start of the video. Oops. But yeah, it's next week. I believe Thursday. I'm going to post a link for it in the description below, and you can check it out if you're interested. It'll be awesome. Bye.